Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the College Football Tailgate Morning Pick Show with me and my man, Uncle Rico. We are going to be picking every single college football bowl game. I might sprinkle some FCS games in there, even though Uncle Rico is just going to give his opinion.
Dude, you know what? I got my Miami of Ohio winner. Shout out to the dude who said I didn't know what I was talking about. I won another bet. So these games, dude, I'll be honest. I don't have anything to the UConn game, my friend. I don't have anything to the UConn game.
I bet you don't, but everyone knows I do. And everyone knows I will.
I hate to change the subject, dude, but I did get a message from a loyal listener, a loyal watcher of the show. And he asked when you were going to be posting a video of you doing the Wednesday dance from that TV show on Netflix Wednesday.
Never seen the show.
Have you seen the TikTok sensation?
Yeah, because they put ads for it everywhere.
Yeah, he wants to know when you are going to do that. Because he said, because the direct message was, I know there's no way in hell Uncle Rico is going to do it, but Jim seems like the guy that would totally do it.
Okay, I'm going to have to say, I'll pick it for one of these games this weekend. If one of them comes through, then I'll do it.
Okay.
So I'll you'll know which one it is when it comes to it.
Okay.
I'm 2-0 so far in bowl season. I got Miami of Ohio, and I picked Troy. I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm just a business cash 1-0, dude. Just a business cash.
Feeling good. The underdog parlay isn't going to hit because Miami lost.
Dude, 2 yards short.
I know.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Props to that quarterback. I was like, dude, I'm watching this game. And for those who don't know, Friday, I record like no other, man. Friday for my podcast is boom, boom, boom. And then I, with Kyle, I do a UFC show with Kyle. So, before I get all that started, my boy Nick, who I do the fantasy football stuff with, I'm like, dude, we can't start until we see what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
So, him and I, we're waiting, we're watching the game. Dude, this guy's not going to get out of bounds. As soon as he started, I didn't think he got out of bounds.
Terrible.
But that's the bowl we should go to next year. I mean, screw these summer bowls and middle.
You want to go to the Bahamas Bowl?
Let's go to the effing Bahamas Bowl. Let's make it vacay. Let's go somewhere warm, man. I mean, it's snowing and 2 degrees where I am right now.
Yeah, it's not great here either. It was windier than shit yesterday. But right now, we're looking to the future. We have bowl games ahead of us. Maybe the dumbest bowl game starting up at 10 a.m. today. Louisville, Cincinnati. Louisville right now, -2. Over-under right now of 38.5. Plus 105 on the money line for Cincinnati.
So here's my thing. Can I make a prop bet that these teams get in a fight?
Ooh.
If I could do that, I would. That's the only thing that I would bet in this game. Deion Branch, who was the wide receiver special teams coordinator at Carmel High School, which is a suburb of Indianapolis, he's going to be the head coach. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Louisville, no Cunningham. Cincinnati players pissed. Finkel left.
I still bet the over.
Look at you, dude. Look at you.
I don't care how distraught these teams are. I think the defense won't want to play. I still think, even without Malik Cunningham, I think they could put up 40 points.
That's a bold ass statement.
They just got to score. One team just. I think Cincinnati can they might be in a better position than Louisville right now. I don't know. I also generally I'll lean towards Louisville in this spot just because both teams are in utter disarray and Louisville has the better talent floor. But this is a mess of a game.
I don't want anything to do with it.
Maybe the messiest bowl game. Next up, Eric, we have the Celebration Bowl. We have Jackson State, NC Central, Jackson State minus 14, over under 54.5, plus 430 on the money line for NC Central. Is Dion going out with a bang?
I think he goes out with a bang.
Yeah, I like Jackson State minus 14 here. I think he goes out swinging. Florida, Oregon State, no Anthony Richards, done. Capuzzo. Oregon State is minus 8, over under at 53, plus 250 on the money line for Florida.
So here's my thing. I was reading, and Florida's coach had an interesting quote. The guys that are going to be out there playing on Saturday aren't going to be on the team in the fall. So there's two ways we can look at that. Do we look at it as number one? Hey, these guys are going to want to put some stuff on film to get a better opportunity in the portal. Or B, are they just going through the motions because they know they're not going to be there? You know what I mean? So there's two ways of looking at it. Then this report came out that Florida asked not to play Oregon State because they don't like their physical style of football. So I don't know.
It's hard for me. If this was under a touchdown, I'd like Oregon State.
I don't want anything to do. Maybe the over, but you know what?
I played the under because I don't think Florida's wanting to do it. I don't think they're going to have any offensive willpower or capability, especially without Anthony Richardson. And Oregon State's going to bruise them up. They play like a weird style.
I don't know. I got nothing.
When you talk about effort in this Florida team, I feel like they won't have it. I'm liking the under 53. That's where I'm at. Up next, I think
that's a tough game, dude.
It's tough. I mean? It was tough. If it was like Oregon State minus 6, I'd love the Beavers. But it's not, so I can't. Although there is one other bet that I would like to make in this game, baby. I will take Oregon State minus 4.5 first half.
Look at you going to the first half market, Jimbo.
Give me that.
I like
give
it.
me that. And the other thing I wanted to do. Oh God. I want to take Oregon State. No, I'm not. That's all I'm going to touch on this game. I don't need to touch more of this game. This game is weird. It's dangerous.
It's a weird game. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't like betting games. Like, I'll be honest. I have all my bowl games like locked in, and I probably won't be adding anything else unless.
Well, stuff changes so much. Like once you feel like you got what you got, the ebbs and flow of bowl season are so weird that it's hard to kind of like adjust and figure out what you're doing. Up next, 2:30 p.m. God's time, our time. Maybe the game of the day. I think this might be the best bowl game of the day. Fresno State, Washington State. Fresno minus 4.5, over under 53.5, plus 165 on the money line for Wazoo. I think this could be the bowl game of the day.
Maybe. Wazoo, no coordinators. A lot of people opting out. You don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that's the worry with them.
That's the worry. They do sometimes rally around people. I mean,
they got boat raced last year by my Chips.
They did.
Boat raced. Completely boat raced. So
it's kind of why I like Fresno here. It's kind of why I like Fresno minus 4.5.
So I don't.
To me, it's either that or like somehow BYU SMU, which we'll get to. But I think this game could be fun. I just like seeing Jake Gaynor play.
He's a baller.
Oh, speaking of which, we'll talk about it probably later in the next couple months about the draft. Do you still hope the Lions go for a quarterback, or are you going to stick with Goff?
I still hope they go for a quarterback. I hope they go for like a quarterback in the later rounds. So.
Okay. Maybe they go for Jake Haener.
I think he's too small.
That's fair.
And like, let's just take a minute to just understand the situation. He transferred, was going to go to Washington. There was fraternities had signs that said "F.U. Hager, whatever his name is," all over. That he decides to go back to Fresno State because
they win the conference.
Yeah, I mean, crazy, dude.
Love the guy. Love the guy. Up next, we got Rice, Southern Miss. Southern Miss right now minus 6.5, over under 45.5, plus 210 on the money line for the Owls of Rice. That's just. I feel like with the way these teams play, I feel like 6.5 is just a tad too many points. I'm going to be on Rice plus 6.5.
So here's my thing. It doesn't look like Luke McCaffrey's playing, which is a big blow to Rice's offense because he's been
Does
a
suck.
explosive player. Two, their quarterback they're starting, the redshirt freshman, has yet to throw a TD pass. Yet to throw a TD pass. Southern Miss's D is very legit, okay, and but you can exploit it through the air. I don't think Rice is going to be able to do that with the way Southern Miss plays. They like to run the ball. They'll do some wildcat with Frank Gore Jr., and sometimes they'll throw the ball. They play at a slow place. That under 46 is tempting, but I never bet unders in bowl games until we're to like the final, like the playoff, just because these teams are going to be a little bit more, what's the word, advantageous with their selections on fourth downs.
True. I am going to bet the under because fuck it. Ooh, Bobby Thomas got a question. Gore Jr. rush prop.
What are we see anything on that?
Let me see if I see anything.
See anything on that bad boy?
Well, let me see if I can find something.
Bob, what's the number, Bob? Roberto, give me a number.
Let's see if we can find something. Let's see if we can find a little rushing prop. Little prop. Rushing prop. Frank Gore Jr. 88.5.
Let me look at this line. Let me look. Yeah, Bobby just chimed in 89. What's his game log?
Let's hit the game log. Do it. You
want the game log. I'm pulling it up. Player stats. Frank Gore game log. Buck. Jeez, he's only gone over this total 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
4 times?
He's only gone over that 4 times. Oh, let me look at Rice.
Yeah, look at Rice's defense.
Let's look at Rice. Rice schedule. Against Northern Texas, leading rusher at $122. Against UTSA, leading rusher had 64. Okay. I don't know. Like, I just kind of feel like that's kind of like a trendy one. I would never do that. I mean,
I don't like the number.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
I don't like the number.
I mean, he's only plus 460 for first TD.
I mean, I don't hate that.
I hate it, dude. Anything under 5 to 1's a pass for me, man. Oh, and good morning for all the day, too.
I like the under. I'm going to play the under in that game. Up next, BYU, SMU. SMU -4, over under of 64.5, plus 156 on the money line.
So this is another one. Like I'm reading, I'm doing my research online. I saw this thing where the SMU coach says he's missing practice because recruiting Texas is such a big thing for his program. He's got to be out on the road recruiting these kids.
And their star receiver's not playing. He's out with an injury.
And I don't think their wide receiver, their quarterback's playing either.
I know they have a running back out. I thought their quarterback was playing.
Let me pull this up. So
last I read that he was.
But like that's the thing. Like I just don't know. Like,
not to mention BYU's like entire defensive staff, I think, is out for the most part. I think they went to like Northern Colorado.
Their entire defensive staff is out. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything with this game, to be utterly honest with you.
I bet the over.
I would actually lean BYU if I had to, just because you got to think of it like this. if you have a team whose coach isn't there, who's like valuing recruiting more, what does that say?
That's fair. That's a fair point.
So I don't
I'm on
know.
the
I
over.
wouldn't
I'm
do
on the
anything.
over 64.5. Give it to me. Defense is both decimated, terrible. I don't care that BYU's on their fucking third string quarterback, by the way. Give me
No
the over.
Hall.
Yeah. Give me the over. He's gonna be putting in that effort, that AFORT effort. Last game was Sunday, Eric. Boise State, North Texas. The Broncos are minus 10.5, over under 60.5, plus 305 for the Mean Green.
Dude.
I think I'm taking Boise here.
I would lean Boise. I mean, Cutter's retiring after this game. I think he's going to pull out all the stops. I think they're going to see a lot of trick plays from Boise. I think they're going to be going for an insane amount. Flip side, North Texas, their 45-year-old quarterback. He's going pro. He's not going to be playing in the game.
I thought he was still playing.
I don't think I read he was opting out and not playing.
Okay, because I saw Austin Ani. What the hell's he doing?
Oh no, he's gonna play. Yeah,
Yeah, he's play. I knew he was going to go pro, but I thought he was still going to play and then declare.
Yeah, defensive coordinator Phil Beckett will serve as an interim head coach. 45-year-old Austin Aney will declare for the draft after the bowl game.
Yes.
45-year-old.
We'll go with it. We'll keep making him older every time we talk about him.
Guy was going through when he entered college, the internet wasn't even a thing.
The he's only my age, okay? Making me feel old.
Important to know with Boise State, they're the running back's name who starts with H. He does have a shoulder injury. I'm not really sure of his status. Wide receiver Cobbs, he's out. He's going to miss the streams. They do have a lot of injuries on the defensive side of the ball. If I were to make a bet, like North Texas, I think it's a walking corpse. I think the Broncos are going to open stuff up in the playbook. They have some injuries on the defensive side of the ball. I would actually lean to the over here, but again, I'm not playing anything.
So what I did, Eric, I did a little counterintuitive thought process here where I did take Boise State, but I bet the over in the total game, but I bet the first half under.
You did.
Under 30 for the first half because I think these teams come out flat. Boise State doesn't want to be here. They don't care because if they don't win the Mountain West, it's a little bit of a disappointment for them. But I think once they see how easily they're going to be able to walk over this North Texas corpse, a team that literally limped in the conference championship game and got boat raced, I think they're going to let loose in the second half.
Okay.
But I think my favorite play is the Boise minus 10.5. Now we're on to Eric's game right now, baby. It's Monday. We're talking UConn, Marshall minus 10, over under 40.5, plus 305 for the Huskies of the University of Connecticut.
Give me UConn, dude. Give me. First of all, I understand Thunder, the Thundering Herd, elite defense, good against the run. That's what UConn's going to want to do. They're going to want to run the ball. But you have to understand, this is UConn's Super Bowl. This is no one expected this team to be here. I think they have a coaching advantage in Mora. I think they're going to be able. I think the two teams that are going to be pumped up the most that aren't in the
playoffs,
UConn, Kansas. I think this is their Super Bowl. This is a good team. They beat Liberty at home. I think they're going to be able to move the ball. I think this Marshall, for as everyone hypes up this thundering Marshall defense, we need to remember the total that I don't think they're as good as everyone thinks they are. You know what I mean? I don't
think so either.
I think UConn's going to be able to run the ball. They are getting Ross and Mayron back. That's going to open up stuff in the passing game for UConn, some play action passing. This is their Super Bowl. This is UConn Super Bowl. I'm all in. Money line plus the 10.5.
And what we talk about all the time with bowl season is like the want to.
The motivation.
The motivation factor is legit for UConn. Like it's there. You don't have to question it. It's gonna be there. Speaking of which, up next we got Eastern Michigan, San Jose State, SJSU minus 3.5 over under 54 right now. Speaking of okay, Eastern Michigan's made a bowl game in the last however many years. They've been pretty consistent, but they lose their bowl games a lot. But this year, we've been kind of like there was that turning point for San Jose State.
All right. Well, Creighton, I'm just saying, dude. 3-1 ATS in bowl games.
Oh yeah, I'm 3-1 ATS is fine. I'm just saying a straight out winner because I also bet a money line, but I did bet him plus the 3.5.
All right. Well, first of all, has Jose Ramirez, the D lineman, what is he doing? Is he opted out?
EMU SJSU opt outs. I feel like I gotta be friggin' I feel like I have to be just in the news every day just to figure out who's opting out when.
Is he opted out? That's the $1 million question. I'm not seeing that he's opted out, man.
I'm not seeing anything either.
Looks like he's a go. Flip side. What about? I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this kid's name.
I'll give it a shot. Give it a shot, Eric.
I'm not even going to pronounce. I'm not even going to attempt.
It looks like there's no opt-outs for either
It
team.
looks like he's going to go.
It looks like neither team has any opt-outs.
So here's the thing. San Jose State, they haven't covered in their last 7 games. What happened there? That teammate of theirs tragically died. And which I get, a teammate, a family member passed away. And you're kind of going through the motions. How motivated are they there to be there? You know what I mean? Because, I get it. You lost somebody. You want the season to be over. I get it. I fully understand that. I'm not taking anything away from that.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, are they going to be like, hey, let's win this game. Let's go out the right way. Let's do it for him. You know what I mean? You have 2 ways you can look at that. Flip side, Powell got the start last game of the season. So what's going on at the Eastern Michigan quarterback position? It looks like Ramirez, their star DE, it looks like he's going to play. Creighton has gone 3-1 ATS last 4 games. It depends on the number. I'm looking at an app right now. We're seeing 3.5s to 4.5s in the market.
You get 4.5, I'm all over it.
I say if you can get a 4.5, I'd look into it. But
I'll be a little riskier. I'll take anything over 3.
There's too many questions on this game. So because of that, I'm not doing anything.
And the last one we're going to be talking about right now, Toledo, Liberty. I'm looking at this list right now. Toledo has 1 opt-out to the transfer portal. Liberty has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just damn shy under 10. All for the transfer portal.
So here's my thing, okay?
And almost all on defense. So many defense.
Finn looked better for Toledo in the MAC championship game. Flip side, their coach last 5 bowl games 1-4 ATS straight up. You're right. Walker, Butler, Lofton, all those guys are in the portal, which is huge. Josh Aldridge, that's going to be the interim coach? How motivated are these guys going to be to play for him?
That's the other thing I was saying. Motivation is going to be the biggest determining factor in this game. And you've seen Liberty. I feel like as soon as Hugh Freeze knew he got the Auburn job, you saw them play New Mexico State and get demolished by a team objectively worse than them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's going to be any want to for Liberty until Chadwell gets there next year.
And I hate that Chadwell's going there.
You and me both. You and me both hate it. Hate the move.
I think it's a tear. I don't know. I
mean, it's good for Liberty probably, but
it's great for Liberty, but I think Chadwell completely undersold himself.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, no play in this game. No play.
I'm on Toledo. I'm on Toledo minus the 4.5.
That's why I love you, Jim. That's why I fucking love you, you son of a bitch.
And you know what? I'm gonna get a little wonky with it, Eric. I'm gonna get a little wonky with it. So let's do a little underdog. Do I like Wazoo? Is my question. The answer is no. The answer is no. The answer is no. So we're gonna do here. We're gonna do a nice little three-teamer. Three-teamer, Eric.
Okay. Talk to me.
Cincinnati.
Nice.
UConn.
Like it.
BYU. Oh, four-teamer. Eastern Michigan. Duh. Plus 5,100. Is done. It's done. And you know what I'm not going to do for any bowl game? I'm not going to do a teaser.
Yeah, teasers suck, Jim. I'm glad you're finally.
I mean, that's fair. I won one. I won a teaser I didn't tell you about. I won one, but guess what? The dumbest part is I would have won anyway.
I'm telling you, teasers suck. Don't do teasers. Don't do teasers. I hate teasers.
I talked with someone that was doing them in college basketball.
Dude, you should have. You should.
It blew my mind.
God.
It blew my I could kind of understand teasing a number in football.
Why?
I don't like how it's only basketball's only 4 points?
Why? Why?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Eric, obviously your favorite play is UConn.
Yeah, UConn, not even close.
That's probably mine too. I actually also like Toledo a decent amount. Those are my plays. Eric, what do you got going on? It's bowl season. We're celebrating. I'm rocking with the Blue Hens of Delaware. I'm loving life.
I'm gonna be live in about an hour with Gino and Kyle talking about the NFL slate of games today. And then I got my stream coming out on Tuesday. I got Jack from the DRF Sportsbook coming on. That should be fun. And
that will be fun.
Then I got it's basically all I got going on.
Can you give us a little spoiler? What do you think of the Dolphins-Bills game today?
Well, given the fact it's going to be a snowmageddon, I think it's going to be a phenomenal watch. I think if this total dips down into the 39, that's going to be a buying point to take the over. This is the Dolphins' third game in a row on the road. That's my worry point for them.
It's tough.
Flip side, Josh Allen, since his injury, his average passing yards per game have dipped down from 300 to 230. He's not rushing the ball enough as much. Yards per carry down, total yards per game running down. I don't know. I got nothing to do in this game. I played Raheem Mostert and James Cook in my DFS lineup.
I have a bet in this game. I have a bet in that one, but I think it's just a first touchdown bet, and I don't remember who I picked.
James Cook, baby.
Don't remember who I picked off the top of my head. Thank you all for watching the College Football Tailgate Morning Pick Show. We'll be back again. If not Tuesday, we'll be back again someday to pick some more bowl games. We'll be around. We're picking bowl games left and right, people. Stick around for that. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.